Months ago, back in June, I asked one of my favorite artists, Eric, about his favorite anime. He had given me a suggestion of A Silent Voice. I decided, sure, I have nothing better to do and I have nothing to lose, and it's been years since I've seen an anime movie, so I purchased to view it properly and support the industry. I was surprised when I first started watching this movie, in Japanese of course, and in one of the most realist sentences I've ever spoken, this movie is amazing and nothing less. Currently, A Silent Voice sits at around a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 9.05 out of 10 on my anime list, which means it's probably really good. And when I first saw it, it was really good. So the story essentially follows student Shoya Ishida and how he is just pretty much being a brat to everyone, just being kind of rude and obnoxious, being a kid, and in all reality, much like I was when I was growing up. And then he found one of the newest transfer students, and he would just always harass her to death. Her name is Shoko Nishimiya, and at first they just tried to be friends, and he just didn't know how to open up to people. And that was pretty much where the downfall came in. But that's only the first few minutes of the movie. The rest of it is pretty much just his reunion with Shoko and how he attempts to redeem himself and try to be a better person and try to work things out and be a better friend, or the friend that he never was. Now entering in his third year of high school, he starts to block everyone out and tries to pretty much make everything go on his own, which is pretty much the lonely life and probably one that I took when I was in high school as well. In this movie, he learns a lot of sign language so that way he could better communicate with Shoko, and a lot of their relationship gets a little bit deeper as they start to understand each other and hang out a little bit more. But he also finds a lot of other interesting people along the way, and even some old acquaintances from back when he was in elementary school. Now, this is a little bit of a long movie. It's about 2 hours and 10 minutes, but it's worth every single second. The way that characters interact and the way that emotions feel very real. It's one of the best anime movies I've seen in a very long time, and a damn good recommendation at that. After his suicide attempt, he starts to change the way that he thinks and acts and interacts with people. He starts to open up a little bit more. He at least attempts to, and I think that's the bulk of this movie and why it's really important to let others in instead of blocking them out. I can guarantee you, if you do go and watch this movie, all I will say is something that's not spoilery, but at the end, I felt the same way that he did, and it was a really vindicating feeling. And I don't know why my eyes, what's happening here, but I suggest that you do watch this movie. It's really emotional, and if you don't tear up, then you're probably not a human. You're probably just some weird mongoloid thing. This movie, I would give a 10 out of 10, and there's no doubt about it. I suggest that you watch this movie, especially with the holidays currently here. Make sure to embrace the ones that you love and care about, because soon they might be gone, or maybe even worse, you might be gone, and then they're left with that heartache and that despair. But gotta get back into the hype. I hope you guys have a great holiday, and if I don't see you again, then at least you have a safe Thanksgiving and a safe Black Friday, because good God, it's crazy out there. But don't worry, I'll have another video for Christmas. But in all seriousness, please do watch this movie. I don't know much about it in English and how it sounds, but the Japanese one is spot on accurate. It's really good. But I think I'll leave you guys with that, and you guys have a good rest of your holiday.